Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Big Zess here, and we are back with another video doing some more mining with a different ship, as I noted in the previous video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the MISC Prospector that I have in the background here. So the MISC Prospector is basically the step up from the Golem. This is a proper mining ship, is what I would like to note. Because not only do you get a mining laser head, which you can modify, you also get storage that you can modify, along with an actual cockpit, so that way you can walk around, take your helmet off, eat something, right? Due to the modularity of this ship, you can go for a little bit longer. And it's just nice having all the amenities in a spaceship like this, so you can bed log, or you can, again, eat some food, whatever it may be. So we're going to take a look inside of the Prospector here. Although you do have an interior, it's a very small interior. And unfortunately, unlike most of the other ships that are available now that have physicalized interiors, this one does not, unfortunately. Sad. So you have all these component bays, but you can't access anything. Like you can't open the cooler. You even have storage, presumably storage down here, and you can't even open the storage. Right? However, the bed does work, so you can lay down in the bed and you can bed log in here. That's a plus. This storage here also doesn't work. So there is no internal storage in this ship whatsoever. There's no weapon racks. There's nothing. You pretty much just have an interior, yes, so you can do this. You can take your helmet off and you can eat. But whatever you're going to eat or take with you, you better bring a backpack or place it down on the floor or the bed or something. All right. You also get a bathroom. But again, you can't interact with anything in here. So this ship, it needs to have a gold standard pass through. Once it has that, it'll be perfect. But for now, it's definitely the step up that the Golem, does not provide. But there's still a couple other downsides as well. Like this one doesn't handle as, or maneuver as good as the Golem does. But it does have better quantum fuel capacity, which may or may not be useful to some. We're gonna jump out here for a moment so I can talk about some of the upgrades that I've done in this Prospector. So there's other videos out there, guides that tell you specifically how to upgrade any mining ship in particular, but specifically for this ship, what's very important, you want to ensure that you upgrade your storage pods. So I have the Argo ore pods on mine. What that does is it increases your total SCU storage capacity, because each pod by default, I think, is 8 SCU. So you get 4 of them. So that'll be 32, just like the Golem. You'll have the same capacity as a Golem stock. But if you put the Argo pods on, it raises it to 12 SCU per storage sack, and then that raises a total capacity to 48 SCU. So that's a increase in 50%. So you can stay out a lot longer, get much higher yields, and also the mining laser, because it's modular, you can get one of the more powerful mining lasers. Even though it's just a size 1, you can still get a much more powerful mining laser than the Golem. And with that, you can still outfit it with other mods like the Stampede and, something else like the Surge. On mine, I have a very balanced loadout. Focus 3, it gives me a better optimal charge window, and then a Stampede for some of those bigger rocks. So this particular ship can handle bigger rocks than the Golem due to the upgraded mining laser, and it can take more because of the increased storage capacity. So other than that, we have just the standard components that were upgraded as well, the power plant, all that stuff. Can't show it to you because we don't have a physicalized interior here, so I can't access them. But we're going to go ahead and lock the ports again and head on out. So we're going to go right back to Magda. It's my not favorite, but it's a moon that's really close to this mining station that I like to go to. And as you can see up in the top right corner here, or left corner here, sorry, the fuel capacity that we have is 21 SCU of hydrogen fuel, but then 1.8 almost of quantum fuel. So you get more quantum fuel, which may or may not be helpful to you. But the hydrogen fuel is a slightly lower than the Golem. Again, hydrogen fuel is kind of redundant, but particularly with the Prospector, because you have increased capacity, going back and forth and scouring, moons to get particular yields may or may not be more. Uh-oh. Where am I going? I need to be going to Magda, right? Okay, no, that's not it. Sorry about that. Yeah, but as I was saying, having the upgraded capacity, quantum fuel capacity, will allow you to jump to different systems better. Also, this ship in general is just a lot bigger than the Golem, so putting it in a capital ship, the Prospector, is probably not as easy. It's still categorized as a small ship, so it might work, but it's definitely not going in something like an Asgard or a medium-sized ship. Yeah. One of the other really good things about the Prospector is that it has really good defense in comparison to the Golem as well. Okay, so we are now at first down, and I have to be right back. Okay, I am back. Let's go ahead and head over to Magda here. One thing that's very unfortunate for the mining ships, there's only 3 different ships, at least to my knowledge, that is in the game so far. You have the Golem, you have the Prospector that I'm flying right now, and then there's the Mole. And again, to my knowledge, none of those ships have the new light amplification system that they just recently added in the game. So that's a bummer. It would be really nice to be able to use the lamp system while mining in the dark, but we'll just stick to the side of the moon that has the sun beaming on it, or whatever stars are on here. I think it's Stanton. Okay, so one of the biggest differences between the Prospector and the Golem, just the Golem, is the Prospector not as maneuverable, not as nimble, right? Just not as fast. The Golem can go about 600 meters a second while in atmosphere. This one a little over 500. And I'm decoupled. I have to boost up to 500 actually. So a little bit more cumbersome, as I mentioned earlier. It's not as maneuverable. The Golem really is that, you know, in and out, quick runs. You're limited in what it is that you can actually get, though, with the Golem because of its limited modularity. So we'll see if we can crack some much bigger rocks and get, well, we're obviously going to get much higher yields because we just have much bigger storage capacity. Okay. So what do we have here? Terranite, we don't want that. Okay. For those who have not seen the Golem video, pretty much what I'm going after is the event materials. So I'm going after Bexolite, Laranite, and Borase because there's these contracts that are still available for the event that's going on, where you can get paid 72K for 4 SEU Laranite or 550K almost for 19 SEU Borase. You know, these missions here that just give you a lot of money for those types of materials, which we can find mining. So this one here has about almost 50% worth of Laranite. The mass of this rock is 19,000. So this is a rock that the Golem can't open with the configuration that I have on the Golem. But I'm going to just go ahead with the stock laser. Well, I mean, not the stock laser. I have the upgraded laser on here, but I'm going to put it to 100% and I'm going to get really close. And I'm going to see without the stampede if I'm able to break this or start to heat this up. Okay. So this one cannot be heated up either. So I'm going to have to use a stampede on this as well. Let's go ahead and engage that. All right, it's cooking. Slowly. Or maybe not at all. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this one. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get this one. 19,000 is just a little bit too high. Okay. If I had a different mining module that gave me a little bit more power instead of the focus, I might be able to get it. That's a much bigger rock, so I'm not even going to try. What's this? Inert. It's nothing. What's this? Well, at least that goes to show that the Golem and the upgraded Prospector that I have here they have a lot in common. As far as the mass is concerned, 100% laranite. Awesome. I can just scoop this up. So that was not much, but hey, 100% is 100%. We'll take the laranite. Nice.
Fracturing mode on. Mining
Okay.
mode off. Landing gear up.
Let's move on to the next. Yeah, the Prospector flies pretty slow in comparison to the Golem. The Golem's almost twice as fast flying around. Acceleration wise, that is. Alright, looks like we have two promising deposits over here. Yeah, okay, that's nice. Yep.
Landing gear down. Mining mode on. Fracturing mode on.
I think I'm missing a passive. Hold on. I don't have my Stampede anymore. Hold on. The good thing about me having this interior is I can check my backpack real quick. Okay, I did not bring it with me, unfortunately. That is so unfortunate. Okay, I think my Stampede is out of uses. That's probably what's going on.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode.
Oh, that's gonna suck. I hope. No, can't even try, and I don't even want to anyway. Okay, so this one I should be able to get, no problem. Let's try about 60%. Yeah, that's cooking pretty decent, right? Oh, that sucks. No Stampede, so I have to wing it here. What I should do is I should go after some type of passive upgrade and not an active one, because the active ones, they only have a limited amount of uses.
Extraction mode on.
So I have to see which one I can use. Okay, that one is a low concentration. Low concentration as well. Maybe this one is a high concentration, or maybe the one above it. Okay, that's low. Are you just like 100% backslide or something? Okay, this is where most of the backslide is at. There should be another chunk over here. If I can line it up. 61%. I'll take that. %. This one. What are you? 25%. It's only going to be like one more SCU. I'll skip it. What is this one over here? Okay, we don't want that.
Landing gear up.
Okay. All right, let's look at this one. Wait, am I decoupled right now? Okay, there we go. We don't want that.
Landing gear down.
Okay, that's we already looked at all this. So let's look at these over here. Yeah. Iron.
Fracturing mode on.
Don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that either. Terranite. Well, okay. We'll look for another plot.
Mining mode off. Landing gear up.
So I guess with the Prospector, the main benefit in comparison to the Golem, obviously you're going to be out here a little bit longer. So if you don't have as much time to play, what you can do is you can, find a deposit somewhere, or you can just take a break, log out into bed, log back in,
Fracturing mode
and start another day, or just later down the line.
mode on. Landing gear down.
So you do extend your playtime slightly. You're going to be out for a little bit longer. Again, it just depends on your play style. Do you want to just do a quick run with the Golem, or if you think it's going to take a little bit longer, or maybe you don't have that much time to play, I might be wiser to just take out something like this. Wait, the mass 38. Yeah, I'm not gonna break this. I'm not gonna break that. Yeah, it might be wise to take out the Prospector, so that way you can bed log and not lose all your yields. Okay. Oh man, this really sucks. I don't have
Mining mode off.
I don't have my Stampede to... Wow, Stampede wasn't going to help me with that 38,000 mass rock anyway. It's just nothing. Okay. All right, this is promising over here. All right, that's what we're looking for. Let's get coupled again. And the mining head out.
Fracturing mode on.
And let's get the,
Mining mode on.
that down. I'll just turn on a light.
Landing gear down.
So gold, we don't need. Laranite, yes, we want. 30,000? Oh, my brother. That is just so unfortunate. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do anything to that. Oh, man. Hurts my soul. Okay, this one we can do something with, but we got to tone that power down. Okay. This one's only 3,000. Okay, let's tone it up a little bit. You turn the light off now. Back off some. Back off some. Should be steady.
Shield on. Shield under attack.
Okay.
Extraction mode on.
We'll turn the light back on. So now we can see. We got iron. Iron. Laranite. Perfect. 100%. Another 100%. %. Let's look at this one over here first. $99%. This one. 100%. And okay. I'll go ahead and pick this one up. All right. So we're a little over half full. Got plenty of laranite. Okay, so this one is 20,000. I'm not doing anything with this rock. Yeah, 20,000 mass. I'm not doing anything with this rock. Okay, on to the next. Oh. Yeah, I think with the Prospector, it might be more beneficial to invest in, well, first off, you can get a much more powerful mining head. That's the one that I have on right now. And then the two different things that I would probably invest in is just having a powerhouse build. So surges and some other type of passive upgrade that just increases power. Because there's so many rocks out here, especially because since you have the increased capacity with this ship, it just makes sense to equip it with a much more powerful build so that way you can get bigger yields. And so unfortunately I don't have that build on this ship, but I guess what we can do, I'm going to go ahead and head back to the station, and I'm going to see if I can swap certain things out, because things are just not going the way that I want them to right now. So let's go back to her L1. Okay, we are back. We are back on the moon of Magda, and I'm here in the Prospector again. I was able to go to the refinery and pick up some more modules and also some more gadgets that can be of use to us. This gadget here, I don't know why it's not showing the description, but if I hold on to it, there we go. This gadget here, you can place it, and it's reusable. So you can place it on whatever rock that you find, and what it will do is it will increase the optimal charge window size and the charge window rate. I also have some spare Stampede charges, and what I did, oh whoops, let me go ahead and put that back in my backpack here. What I did is I outfitted my I could not find, unfortunately, at least in the HUR L1, I couldn't find a passive module that increased the charge or the laser power. So I have double Stampede modules on right now. I don't know if they stack. We'll find out if they stack. But here we have a rock that's 29,000 mass. Oh, whoops. Wrong button. One other thing that I wanted to see here that I may not have forgotten, I may not have mentioned. Let me hold on to this again. Okay. That's the Okunus. All right. Yes, this is the one that I wanted to show. Okay. So the Okunus is the one that increases the optimal, the optimal window size. This one reduces the resistance and also increases the optimal charge size window. So the resistance of a rock is its ability to resist rather the laser. So if I can cut the resistance of the rock in half, along with increasing my power, hopefully it stacks. We should be able to tackle this this rock that's down there that has 29,000 mass. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on my helmet here. I want to make sure that I land. I'm gonna put the saber on there.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on. Engines off. Mining mode on.
Sure, I have a helmet on. Yes, I do. Oh, I didn't have my landing gear down. That's unfortunate. Okay. We'll have to deal with that later. All right, so let's put on the saber. I know you can also strap them to the underside of your backpack. They take up a lot of storage space. So whatever is going to be helpful is nice. Okay, so this is the first time that I'm doing this. So let's see here. How do I... All right, place. Hold on. All right, I'm trying to place it. All right, you have to press and hold. I'm just pressing. You have to press and hold it and then release it. There we go. Hold on. Let me press the detach button. I put it up too high. Okay, so let's place it like right here. All right, so now we can zoom in on this. Match the waveform. Okay. So let's try to match this up. There we go. I guess as long as it's active. There we go. We got it. All right, it's active now. Okay. So now let's see if this is going to work. So the saber, like I said, it reduces the resistance by like 50%. This is so jank. I didn't put my landing gear down. I hope this doesn't damage the ship too much. It's like literally sitting on the mining laser right now.
Fracturing mode on. Engines on. Mining mode on.
Okay. So the resistance is down to only 8% now. Let's see how much damage I can do with just 100% laser.
Extraction mode on. Fracturing mode on.
Oh, my laser's not working. Oh, why was the mining laser turned off? I bet you it was because the mining laser wasn't. Oh my goodness. Anyway. Okay. This is the rock. This is what we're after. 50% laranite, pretty much. Let's go. All right, nothing. Fire Stampede 1. Still nothing. Fire Stampede 2. Oh, okay. So they don't stack. They do not stack. You cannot stack them together. So, okay. I thought I was gonna reduce the resistance by 50%, which would help me crack this thing, and then having double stampedes would have done something, but nope. We need some other type of upgrade that's going to hold on.
Landing gear up.
Is my landing gear down?
Mining mode off. Landing gear down.
Okay.
Landing successful. Engines
Let me go
off.
get my saber off this thing. Unsuccessful, unfortunately. Did not work as planned. I'll have to do some research. Oh my god. I got Star Citizen. Well, that's it. That's all for today, folks. That's just this game sometimes. I'll probably be able to fly back to get my ship. I'll claim it later. Alright, I made it back with my Drake Herald. This thing is basically a rocket ship with a cockpit strapped on the front. Unfortunately, I lost all my stuff because my body fell through the map and it's still falling. I should be able to at least get the saber off of this thing. Where did I put it? If it's on there at all. Where'd it go? Should be like right here. Maybe it despawned because I died. Okay, so I'm gonna need all sorts of mining materials. We're just gonna make it right back to Hurl 1 and get out of here. Can I get in the ship, please? Thank you. Okay. All right. I was able to make it back to Hurl 1 in the refinery station here, and I was able to start the Bexelite and Laranite yield that we collected so far. That's going to be going ahead and processing. However, the yield that we got from the Golem video, this one is ready. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that to here and go ahead and stop and collect on this one. And work order delivered. The other ones are still cooking, and we'll be back later for those ones. Well, that'll be all, folks. I hope you guys liked this video. Thank you guys for watching. Me using the MISC Prospector to do some mining. Things didn't necessarily go according to plan, but well, sometimes that happens to Star Citizen. Until next time, guys, stay safe out there, and peace.